What's up, YouTube? It's Chris out here on the lot in the middle of November to give you all a recap and opinions on the current market, where I see the market going, and what the market is like right now compared to what it was like last year and the previous couple of years. This is definitely a different market. Things are going crazy, things are nuts, and it's all feeling a little bit more normal. So let's talk about it. Like I said, here I am out on my lot. It's 7, 8 o'clock at night. I had to do a video before I went home. I just wanted to recap now that I'm halfway through November. We're getting to December, last month of the year. We got Black Friday coming up and Thanksgiving and all the holidays and everything crazy. And I wanted to loop in and talk about my opinion on the current market, how things are going. Look at that, I have a halo of light. So where do I see things going currently? I think, based off of the last 6, 7 years I've been in business, things are going to get back to normal the way they were. So prices are dropping. Interest rates have been sticking around the 7, 8% for quite some time. UAW strikes are coming to a close, and we were just going into what feels like a normal winter in the car industry, which is amazing. And I'm very relieved by it, but someone always has a loud car somewhere, man. I love loud, fast cars, but that is a Ford Taurus SHO, I hope, or just a very loud Ford Taurus with someone's exhaust cut off. So anyway, here's what's going on so far towards the end of the year, midway through November. Right now, we've been having the UAW strikes, of course. Interest rates have been high. Repossessions have been very high. I've had a lot of customers come in with recent 30-day repossessions. They're coming in, trying to get approved on a car. We sit down, look at their credit, and they didn't tell me, but they had a repossession 30 days ago. So lots of repossessions are coming through, probably because we don't have any more free money in the system floating through anymore, and people aren't wanting to work, or they over leveraged themselves over the last 2, 3 years, which is very unfortunate. And the reason that happened is prices went up, dealers had to pay more for cars at the auctions, and then in turn, customers had to pay more because the dealer had to pay more because the market demanded it, because plants and factories were shut down, and the American economy still needed cars so people could go to and from work and church and home and school and vacation. So we're in this weird time right now, which is just super, this is weird. So I've never been in the auto industry where we had such a price jump, right? And this is probably new for every dealer. I don't think any dealers ever experienced this. Maybe they have in the 70s, but we are in a time where prices went so high for 2 or 3 years, and now they corrected everything by raising interest rates and so on and so forth, which is causing an odd time to where market value is still very high, but book values are coming down a lot, and book values are used for lending. So anytime someone wants to get a loan on a vehicle, that book value is pulled so that the bank can figure out what they're doing and how much they want to loan on the vehicle. So a lot of dealers right now, especially on cars over $18,000, $19,000, $20,000, all the way up to, of course, $100,000 and beyond, dealers who are sitting on those cars over $20,000 are facing substantial book losses. I've been watching the auctions now all month. I hit several auctions a week. I'm looking at thousands of cars a month for sale. I'm buying roughly 10 to 20 vehicles a week to keep our lot full. And I'm seeing very often vehicles that would have been selling for maybe $25,000 a month ago are now bringing $16,000 at auction. So I am seeing $3,000 up to $8,000, $9,000 price adjustments depending on the price range of cars, which is just insane, because during the last 3 years, we got to see cars slowly creep up and slowly gain, but now they are actually coming to a little bit of a crash. But what we did was adjust all of our purchasing ability to go into $5,000 to $12,000 vehicles, given some trucks and SUVs are more expensive than that, to help offset this. So the nice thing is, when you're buying that low of price of vehicles, you're not going to face the same type of drop. So a $9,000 car is going to drop, but it's not going to drop by $4,000 or $5,000 most of the time. A $9,000 car is going to drop by maybe $1,000 or $2,000, which is fine. And usually when a car is worth $9,000 6 months ago, it's probably still relatively worth $9,000 now. So my advice to you guys, and one of my halfway through the month, end of the year opinions, is if you're going to purchase a car, and this isn't because I have a bunch of 15K and under cars, but in all honesty, if you're going to purchase a car, purchase something under 15 grand right now, especially if you have a little bit of a down payment or if you have a trade-in. Try to get into a 15K and under car. Maybe it's not going to be the perfect car you want. Maybe it is. Try to get into something a little bit cheaper because things are going to be correcting. They're going to continue to correct as we go in to the winter months until we get into tax season, and they should tick up a little bit. That's my first opinion if you're coming out to buy a car, because we will be seeing these prices continue to drop. But here's the cool thing. This has been happening every year in the car industry, besides the last 3 years, for as long as everyone can remember. Prices go up during tax time. They usually flatten out during the summer months and stay the same, maybe go down a little bit, maybe go up a little bit depending on what you're selling, you know, four-wheel drive SUVs, convertibles, things like that. And then as winter comes, coming closer to December and the end of the year, dealers do clear out their inventory. Prices used to come down, book values would drop, and then those same book values on those lots would come back up in late January, February, March, April with taxes. So am I worried right now? No, because this is what happened for the first 4 to 5 years I was in business. Given a couple of years were crazy, but this is what happened. You go buy cars, they depreciate. Cars are supposed to depreciate in value, and people don't realize that. Given the last couple of years, there's a lot of people that are new in the auto industry. I'm even relatively new. I've been in the auto industry right over a decade. There's a lot of guys that have been in it 20, 30, 40 years, but I've been in it long enough to know that this is normal, what's happening. The question is, are dealers going to adjust and lower their price point of their vehicles? Are consumers going to adjust and realize they don't need a $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 car anymore, just like back in the day? And are they going to adjust evenly? So with that being said, have we had any demand on our vehicles, especially around the $5,000, $15,000 range? And that's, yes, we have. We've had lots of demand this month. In fact, we were pacing our largest volume month ever. Our gross margins are down, but our volume has been great. We're at 40 cars on the month. We're pacing an 80 car month, which would be the first ever. We've had 70 car months and 60 car months and so on and so forth. But we are pacing an 80 car month, which is awesome, an amazing blessing. And a lot of customers have been getting really good deals, which they usually do when they come to us. You know, not trying to market, but just being honest, we do sell typically under market 95% of the time. But I have been slashing a lot of prices to move vehicles off the lot faster, coming down to the end of the year and readjusting prices. So is now a good time to buy? I'd say yes, especially if you're under a 15K range. So that's my second opinion right now within the market. If you're going to purchase, you know, under 15K, is it a good time? Yeah, do it, especially if you need a car. And typically the cars that people need are the cars that are under 20 grand, 15, 20 grand. Hate to tell you this, no one needs a $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 car. The only people that really need a $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 car is the guy trying to get a ride off for his company, or the guy that needs a new truck to pull a trailer. Maybe he needs something large, a tax write-off, something like that, so that he can, you know, have a large enough purchase to write it against his taxes and, you know, something more reliable in that way. But to be honest, once you're buying $40,000, $50,000 cars, it's not going to be like the last 3 years where you could buy a $40,000. I have friends, I know people, I know dealers that went out and bought brand new Toyota Tacomas, brand new dealers, went out and bought a brand new Toyota Tacoma, drove it for 3 months, and then sold it back to the same Toyota dealership and made $3,000 to $5,000. That's not happening now, and it shouldn't have ever happened. So if you're going out and looking at $45,000, $50,000 Tacomas, please keep in mind you are going to take a $10,000 depreciation hit within a month to 2 months after purchasing it. We are going back to that type of market again. So in all honesty, I've been driving $3,000 to $15,000 vehicles my whole life growing up. And I've never been stranded once because I learned some basic mechanics and I knew how to take care of them. So if you're going to be buying cars under a lower price range, which I highly recommend people do right now, especially going into winter, if you need a car, if it's just a need and not a want, and you don't need it to pull, you don't need to pull giant horse trailers and fifth wheels and toys and stuff like that, and you just need a car, truck, or SUV to get through, buy something under 15 grand. You're going to be just fine. And educate yourself a little bit on how to take care of your vehicle. Your vehicle's there to take you to and from work, to take you to and from school and home and your family. You need to know a little bit about it. It's one of the most, I would argue, it's one of the most widely known and used tools we have on this earth, especially in this country, and one of the least understood tools that no one ever wants to learn about and know how to keep on the road and take care of. So I do recommend going out, and if you're buying under the 15K range, have a pre-purchase inspection done before you purchase it. Have someone look at it, make sure you know everything about the car. If the dealer won't let you have a pre-purchase inspection on the car you're buying, don't buy the car. You don't have to buy a car If you feel like they're pressuring you, you really don't have to buy it. So go out, get the car checked, buy a warranty, put a warranty on it, learn a little bit about the mechanics of a car, and change the oil, keep it on the road. So that's my second opinion as far as that goes. It's been an amazing month otherwise. It's definitely been weird watching things adjust like they used to. I definitely got spoiled the past couple of years because I could just buy a car and then drive up the road and it goes up in value by $2,000 and then you can sell it in 10 seconds because everyone wanted it. It's not that market anymore. So I feel like 2018 Chris or 2019 Chris before all the pandemonium happened. As far as where I feel the market's going and where it's going to continue to go, it's going to dip. We're going to continue to dip into January. It'll take up from the taxes, tax season through March and April and May. And then after May and June, we're going to go back into the summer months. It's going to stagnate. And I feel like we're going to be in a normal market again. And this next year is an election year. So that could drive interest rates down just due to elections and, whatever. So that can definitely happen. The year has been an amazing year though. And we have an amazing, amazing group of people working for us. We have amazing staff. They take care of the cars very well. They take care of our customers very well. They're all either family or friends or family friends working for us. And, we started 7 years ago with only 3 cars on the lot. Now we have 115 cars. It was me and my wife that started it. And now we have nearly 10 employees. And this town of Dallas has been very, very good for us. Very fortunate to be in this town. They've taken care of us. I feel we've taken care of them, and it's been an absolute blessing, to be honest. So my overall opinion of the car market as a dealer that's been in this industry for over a decade, it's going to be normal. It's going to go back to normality, the way it should be. Car values dropping, people going back to work, people buying what they need, not what they want, because the interest rate's 2% and 1%. And if you're a car dealer or someone in the auto industry, get back to rational thinking, get back to consumer-based thinking where you're actually trying to take care of the consumer, not just overcharge for everything the whole time because the market keeps driving your prices up. Get back to the rational thought process. And if you're a consumer, get back to the thought process of what you need over what you want. Make sure if you're buying a large purchase, put enough down to eat up any negative equity. Like I said, anything new, $20,000 and newer, you're going to be losing, depending on the brand of vehicle, 20 to 40% of its value within the first couple months, just like it used to be. So make sure you put enough of a down payment to eat up that negative equity, and make sure you just take care of the car. Get your pre-purchase inspections done. And we're going to go back into a normal world, it feels like. So not trying to jinx anything here. One of these has to have wood on them, right? There's be wood somewhere. Where's some wood I can knock on? Here you go. Wood chips. I'm knocking on wood. Is that close enough? I'm tired. It's the end of a day. I probably sound annoyed, sleepy, something. I'm not. I'm actually in a great mood. I'm just trying to wrap my brain around everything. I'm just trying to wrap my little brain around this whole world, this whole crazy auto market. So anyway, thanks for watching. Looking forward to bringing out more content. Be sure to like and subscribe below. Content's only going to get better as we go on. Filming's only going to get better as we go on, and we continue to grow and go through this process of YouTube and have fun with it. And be sure to check out our shorts section. I really love doing shorts. Definitely more fun, for me at least, than doing longer videos, but I am getting into the longer videos a lot more often. So please comment if there's anything you want to hear about in the next video. In fact, you know what? My next video, if you made it this far into this video, that means you must care a little bit. My next video is going to be whatever the most commented on or liked comment on. I'm going to do a video on what you guys comment on and what you want to know, and whatever comment receives the most likes as well. I want to do a video based off whatever that is. So share your opinions, share your thoughts. Thanks for watching. Have an awesome night, and let's keep on moving through this. Keep on moving through this November into the new year. Keep having fun. You guys stay safe, stay healthy, stay well out there. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll talk to you later. Night.